Alright, so in this episode of Naruto, we have a lot of development here. Just in my opinion, I like the episode myself, but a lot of people, I can see why they wouldn't like the episode, considering the fact that it's almost all talking, and it has a lot to do with Kabuto's past, so let's take a look in this episode. Alright, so this episode starts off with Kabuto talking to Sasuke and Itachi, and it continues on like this for a while. However, I actually like the dialogue between these two groups. I say that Itachi is badass because I love Itachi, and I just like to see him on screen. So maybe that's why I like this episode a lot more. I don't know. I don't like the whole flashback thing with Sasuke and how he's with Obito and he hears all those people talking in the diner. I think that it just shows Sasuke's rage at the village at this point. And it follows the manga, so it developed it even more. And I love this scene in the manga, how Itachi says you have to know your own limits. And that's pretty much just telling Kabuto that he has weaknesses too. He is not the perfect shinobi. He's not the best shinobi out there. He has to know his limits. Every jutsu has a weakness. I love the scene in the manga because it's Itachi admitting his weaknesses, even though he doesn't have many. Admitting that he thought he was the best, and that ultimately caused his downfall. And then, after everything really happened, and the important scenes were just kind of done, we got to see a little more Kabuto trying to talk Sasuke into joining him because, he says his brother was a liar, and, the two brothers used to hate each other, Kabuto is just trying to talk Sasuke into it, and how he says he won't kill Sasuke, but he'll kill Itachi. And we get to see a little more of how important Sasuke is to Itachi, because he sacrifices himself, well, even though he's a reanimation, he can't die, he sacrifices part of his body for a little bit to save Sasuke from the stones coming down. I shouldn't really even say save, because Kabuto says that he wouldn't kill Sasuke. But anyway, Itachi put the Susanoo in front of Sasuke the last second before the cave spikes start coming out. And I thought that was good to see. We had a lot of development here from the manga, which is what I like in an episode. I love fighting, but I also love development. And now to get into the part that they actually did well because they shortened it a lot. And it was sad to see Kabuto's past, even though now he grosses me out just looking at him. And even though he has such a sad past because he was a nobody, I can't really feel bad for him just because how he is now. But if it was like a character that I really liked and I was seeing this past, I would have been really upset. So let's talk about his past. Well, he was injured, and then he got this person to adopt him who he calls Mother, and then they're talking about how he has no manners, and how they have no money to keep the orphanage going, and then the mother gives him the glasses that he has. It's a pretty simple past, and I really kind of narrowed it down to the basics, but what made it so sad is because Kabuto had nothing, and this person just takes him in while he's hurting, will probably die out on his own, and treats him like one of her own family members. And it was so sad to see with Kabuto getting the glasses, him just crying and saying thank you, thank you, thank you, over and over and over, and them complimenting him on how smart he was. I thought it was a pretty sad past to see, and there have been a lot of sad pasts in Naruto. But just looking at him now, and seeing how he's this really creepy looking snake dude, who is kind of a little bit evil at this point, and kind of has been throughout the whole entire series, I can't really feel bad for him. If he was one of the good guys, then I might have felt bad for him just seeing the sad past that he's gone through. Anyway, yeah, those are my thoughts on the episode. I'd probably give this one an 8 out of 10 because I did enjoy the development. I love seeing Itachi on screen because he is my favorite character in Naruto, just to make that clear. And I liked seeing Kabuto's past because they developed a lot of it in one episode. Pretty much half an episode even, because in the manga it went on for a couple chapters, whereas in this one it just took half an episode to show a lot of his past. Now, next week's episode is all of his past, it looks like, and I think that's where they should wrap it up. Just 1.5 episodes to show a lot of manga chapters about Kabuto's past, and I just want to get back to this battle between Itachi and Sasuke and Kabuto, because I think it's just going to be a sick battle overall, and I can't wait to see it. Itachi's coming in with that Izanami. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on the episode. If you want to, you can leave a comment below, see your thoughts on the episode. How do you like Kabuto's past so far? Are you psyched for Itachi and Sasuke versus Kabuto? Anyway, this has been Sorting the Truth, and if you want to, you can leave a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. You can subscribe via text message, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, just look in the description box below. And that is pretty much it. Have a nice evening.